Nie zaciemna ci widać?
First of all,
Tak, ale teraz już jest dobrze. Yeah.
this is a pleasure to have you here in my channel talking to Brazil about this huge race, Brazil 135, that you were the overall champion. So have a good evening here in Brazil. Good afternoon, but have a good evening.
Yeah, in the Poland we have the night 9 p.m. But this is a good time for communication for all. I think so.
Yes. This is your first time speaking to Brazil in a live broadcast?
In live podcast in the English language, because I speak English not very well like Kaya, and this is problem for me when I want to say more things.
Okay, this sometimes happens with me also. No problem. Mainly when you are in a ultra marathon and you jump on a runner from Furiner and you need to speak English after two days that you are in the ultra marathon. Well, so first question. This is I am very curious about this because I would like if you are aware about what you did here in Brazil because it was simply amazing. The people here in Brazil are speaking about that every day. You were the overall champion of
Yes.
Brazil 135 and you broke the record in almost 4 hours and you were the first female overall champion of Brazil 135. And Brazil 135 is one of the most difficult ultramarathons in the world. So, are you aware about that? What you did?
The first, I'm very happy. I'm very happy because this is my first ultramarathon, 217k. It's the longest distance. Earlier, I running to 100k. It's too much now for me, but I prepare in the competition in Tenerife in Spain. I have good weather. I have mountain. I feel good, and I feel when I started the Brazil, I think in my head, in my mental, Edyta, you have good shape, good form, and sometimes when I running, I must think in Edyta slowly, because this is long distance, yeah.
Yes, for sure. So, your biggest race before Brazil 135 was 100k.
Yes, I will be second woman on Transvolcania 72k in May. And this is hardest race, but it's shorter, yeah. Now it's sprint, yeah.
Okay. But
I will
you
jump
were-
here for a moment to add. So yes, Edyta actually was running up only to 100k, as you mentioned. That was the longest run ever for her. And as Edyta mentioned, she's like thinking about that, like she's in great shape, as you can see, actually.
She's in great shape.
In great form. So and she loves challenges like that. So but it was not like that she stood up from from the couch to run.
Okay.
She was training for that really long and hard, not only like the body but with the mind also. So that 100k was actually enough for her to see how to train for the longer runs.
Mm-hmm. And this race back in Spain, it was trail running.
Yes.
Oh, okay. No,
I prepare for this competition in Canarian Island, in
Okay.
Tenerife. There is good weather. There is good mountain. I like a small city. I have everything for good training, good relax. I eat, running, sleeping. Eat, running, sleeping. This is my everyday routine. Yeah.
Okay. No, I can understand that because today I did a trail running a training,
Yeah,
and
you're right, me.
it took like 6 hours to do 30 kilometers, and in 6 hours I can do in a ultra marathon like 50 kilometers. So trail run is very difficult. I think most difficult than ultra marathon. I think, and as you were used to trail run, so you were in great shape to do Brazil 135.
Yeah, you must be stronger. You must have good shape, good form on your muscle, and it's very important. You must have good mental,
Yes.
because when you're running long distance, you have more things on your head. Yeah.
Mhm. And how you heard about Brazil 135? Why did you select this race specifically?
Mm, this is my first time on Brazil. In Brazil, it's very beautiful, very green. Oh my God, it's crazy. But I'm interested in the Brazil when I want running the bad water, because
Oh,
the Brazil, this is qualification for bad water, and I want to find the course, hardest the course, because the Brazil, it's very hard race, very hard profile, hard weather, and bad water too. And for me, it's good training when I want to start it later the Brazil or Spartathlon. This is good, ja nie wiem jak powiedzieć, dobry przystanek przed kolejnym startem.
Okay, so in general, Edyta has plans, like covered step by step for her project at the end.
Nie słyszę.
So that was like Brazil, Badwater, Spartathlon. So good stop, like for all of her other endeavors she wants to like take in the future. So Brazil was like the first stop to get to the Badwater. So that's why she chose that. And as she mentioned, it's really hot, the weather, everything there, like the profile up and down. So it's like a fantastic like trail to train also and to prepare yourself for bad weather.
okay, perfect. I think Brazil 135 is one of the best shots to Badwater, and the second place, Simon Holvik,
Yes.
the Norwegian guy, in the last year he was the second place also in Brazil 135, and he came to Brazil to go to Badwater and then go to Spartathlon he did before, but he came to Brazil to go to Badwater, and he was the second place in Badwater. He was the second place in Spartathlon. He's
Yes.
he's
Now the Brazilian 135 win the woman, and the last Badwater, the woman overall win on Badwater. The Simon don't like woman. I don't know.
yes, or he faced the best woman ever.
Yeah.
Okay, from Poland, I had the opportunity to do an interview. It was in 2022 with Tomasz Ziszko. He was in Brazil 135 also.
Yeah, I know Thomas Ziszko. We communicated together. I asked him about the course. I asked him about the Brazil and all detail. He helped me. Yes. Thank you, Thomas.
Yes, I remember that the Mario Lacerda, the race organizer, he did him as ambassador for Poland, if I'm not mistaken. No, I don't remember now, but I had the opportunity to interview him, and now you are the second runner from Poland that came here to talk.
Yes.
Well, now I would like to know about your trainings, your daily routine, and I would like to know how many months before you just focused on Brazil 135 in the trainings, and in your week, how many kilometers usually you do?
Okay, Kaya, can you help me with the details? I fly in Tenerife in camp, sport camp in November, and I stay to Tenerife to January. 2 months I training in the big mountain in altitude. Jeżeli chodzi, Kaja, o trening, I say to Kaja something. Jeżeli chodzi, Kaja, o trening, to możesz wspomnieć, że ja chciałam wystartować we wrześniu w CCC, czyli WTMB, ale złapałam kontuzję. Najpierw, nie wiem, czy będziesz wiedziała, jak to powiedzieć po angielsku, że naderwanie mięśnia płaszczkowego, potem odezwały się achillesy. No i dopiero jak się odbudowałam, to poleciałam na Teneryfę i właściwie te 2 miesiące przepracowałam bardzo mocno na Teneryfie i to pozwoliło mi się przygotować do Brazylii, więc stosunkowo niedługi okres czasu, jeżeli chodzi o budowanie wytrzymałości. Natomiast no ja też wcześniej tutaj współpracowałam z trenerami pod kątem przygotowania motorycznego, więc możesz powiedzieć, że ja też bardzo duży nacisk kładę na siłownię, również u siebie, jak i w treningu waszym. To na razie może to jakbyś mogła powiedzieć, bo...
Okay, so in general,
yes.
Edyta was telling like all the story behind it. So she was training first to get to CCC last year at UTMB, but she like tore her soleus muscle, so she had problems, with the down part of her leg. And then also she had problems with the Achilles. So in general, in her trainings, she puts like a really, really strong focus on the muscle training, on the core training, on the whole stability, mobility, all the motorics you can think of. So that's super important. And after that injury, she decided to reshuffle things. And so she needed to look at the plan. So that's when the Brazil came with the bad weather, and then she flew to Tenerife, as she mentioned, to do all the training there. But together with you asked about the kilometers. So Edyta, how many kilometers per week you run also? So we will add that in the moment. So adding to all of that, she's also like training, the core, the strength, and that's super important for all the runners. And that's something that Edyta always like put focus on. So you can, Edyta, now add how many kilometers per week?
This is changing. To się zmienia, nie wiem, czy dobrze powiedziałam. Wiesz co, może mi tu pomożesz, bo to są znowu detale treningowe. Mój rekord, jeżeli chodzi o trening tygodniowy, to było jednorazowo 240 km w 7-dniowym cyklu, czyli 240 km na tydzień. Natomiast szacunkowo ja biegam mniej więcej między 160 a 190 km. Ja jestem osobą, która lubi biegać sporo kilometrów, więc jakby nigdy nie miałam z tym problemu, natomiast żeby prowadzić trening mocno wytrzymałościowy, to tak jak wspomniałam już wcześniej, musisz mieć bardzo dobrą podbudowę treningu siłowego.
So in general, it changes based on the week training. So in general, like on average, it's between 160, 190 kilometers per week. Once Edyta had a microcycle of 7 days when she had around 240 or 220 kilometers per week, like in that 7 days. But she also like wants to emphasize that she likes running a lot. So that's not like a huge amount of kilometers for her, but it's due to the fact that she's like putting emphasis on that core training. So you need to have like a really strong body to be able to couple with that amount of kilometers.
Yes, yes.
Yes, and if you want running more kilometers, you must thinking about the regeneration. This is very important. I have 1 day per week for only regeneration, for the sauna, swimming pool, stretch, walking, because the body must regeneration. This is very important.
Yes, for sure. In order to avoid the injuries. Yes. This I do in my daily routine also 2 days a week, or some
Mm-hmm.
weightlifting, and
Mm-hmm.
I try to do other sports also, swimming,
Mm-hmm.
and I am goalkeeper in soccer.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And and, and next week I will start to do 4 days a week running. I will try to do 8 kilometers per
Yes.
week because eight for me is a lot.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
160 to 190, a lot kilometers.
Yeah. But if you stay on the camp, you have all day for training and regeneration.
Mm.
Sometimes I training one per day. Sometimes I training morning session and second session afternoon. This is shorter session. Yeah. Sometimes this is short running, 6 8 kilometers, strength or sauna. The first training, this is the longest training.
Okay. As you are personal running, so you need to accompany your students. Because of that, you do this huge amount. Is this
Nie
right?
zrozumiałam, Kaja?
Jeżeli tyle biegasz, musisz też. Once more, could you repeat?
Because she's personal running, sometimes she needs to accompany the students running. And
Okej, that you mean. So, że jesteś trenerem personalnym, więc czasami musisz też znaczy w sensie biegać razem z swoimi podopiecznymi.
Yes, but I training my athletes. I write the sport plan and communication by internet, like Kaja, because Kaja live
okay.
in Myślenice. I live in Bielsko-Biała in the Poland, and we see sometimes when I go to the Kaja and we go together to training, but najczęściej, jak jest najczęściej?
Most often.
Most often we speak by internet, telephone. We communication like now, yeah.
Okay. So remote. Okay. Well, now talking about the travel to Brazil, I would like to know how many days in advance you came to Brazil.
I came to Brazil 2 weeks before the race.
Okay.
I spent time 7 days before the race, the Aquas de Prata, and 7 days earlier the Andradas.
Okay.
I have 2 weeks for acclimatization. We go to the course. I see the course with 80% the course. I see the course.
Okay.
I know where is the uphill, where is the downhill. Yeah.
And when, and when you saw the first time, what you thought?
When I running the first time, I thinking this is course for me. Yeah, because I like when it's harder. Yeah, I like when it's uphill. I like when it's harder, and I like when it's sunny and the uphill temperature. Yeah.
Okay, so you had the opportunity to study the whole course when you got here in Brazil.
Kaja, could you tell me what?
Almost the whole course, almost. So 80% Edyta. Czy cały ten widziałaś? 80% widziałaś, nie?
80%
80% of the course, yeah.
80% trasy, gdzie mogliśmy dojechać osobowym samochodem.
Yeah, they were using, the small car, so only those parts of the trail that they were able to get with the car to see everything there, and that was 80% of the whole trail. But I would love to add here that Edyta is like always super prepared to the runs she does, so she always is checking the trail she is going to run. So for me it's like, amazing that she's doing all that, like, super detailed things to be prepared.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, Kaja.
Yes, I can say you are perfect, Edyta, to do that.
Okay. I have small.
Yes, because ultramarathons we need to study the course, and what you did to finish in 27 hours, it was, I can't barely imagine that, because when I was in there in the last year I was in there, I finished the 135 miles, and I took 52 hours.
Okay.
Yes. You took
And
one day.
then how you feel when you finish? You have problem with the walk, you have problem with the feet, your stomach working, it's good when you're running?
I had some blisters, some huge blisters under my feet. And then I had to walk from Borda da Mata in the 135 kilometers to Paraisópolis. It was 82 kilometers in 25 hours. And last year was terrible to us because we had to face some thunderstorms in there. And the whole course was with a lot of mud. From Águas da Prata to Andradas, we didn't have our support crew because the car simply can't pass in the course. It was very, very terrible. And then with thunderstorms, and you don't change your socks or shoes, you start to have blisters, and it was my situation in there. It was very, very, very difficult to do, but I succeeded. I survived. Yes.
You want to try in the next year?
I did there 3 times. The first time in relay. The second time I was in the 8 miles, but I was DNF in the 8 miles. I stopped in the 100 kilometer, and last year I was in the bigger distance. But I will try next year also to finish the 8 miles distance in there, because I would like to receive the trophy, because if you do the whole distances in Brazil 135, you can receive a trophy, a different trophy. And in the Caminho da Fé, the pathway that you run is like a sacred pathway to us. So we have a lot of people doing pilgrimage from Águas da Prata to Aparecida do Norte. So Brazil is a almost whole Catholic country, and then we have a lot of people that do this pilgrimage, and this pilgrimage we need to do once to receive this trophy also in Brazil 135.
Yeah, when I training on the course, and when I go by car, look the course, I see more people they walking this Camino da Fé.
Yes.
Yeah, this is more popular.
Yes, it it was done inspired in the Santiago of Compostela, and the story of Caminho da Fé started in 2004 in Águas da Prata. Now we have a lot of pathways from the north of São Paulo or the northwest of São Paulo that have that goes to the Caminho da Fé. So this is like common to a lot of people that need to that asked something to God and get the promise, and then they go to do the Caminho da Fé. I have here also, let me show to you. This was the prize when I finished Brazil 135 in 2021. My medals here. Let me just show to you this. I think you like it. Here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is. I see the map. Yeah.
Yes, this was the prize in 2021 when
Okay.
we were in the pandemic, and then they did this different prize than the medals.
Yeah, and this is crazy time for all. Yeah, we must stay at home, don't running, don't go anywhere. Oh, it's a hard time.
Yes, in 2021 we need to use masks to go in the cities, but
Yeah,
when
in Poland too.
during Brazil 135, when you arrive in a city, you need to put on your mask. But when you were in the roads, you were allowed to get the mask in 2021. It was crazy times to us, crazy times.
Yeah.
Edyta, I would like to know about your expectation time when you started to do your trainings in there, and you have some time in your mind that you would like to finish Brazil 135.
Pomożesz mi, Kaja? Could you help me, Kaja?
Pytanie, czy miałaś w głowie, w jakim czasie chciałaś ukończyć bieg? Miałeś jakieś oczekiwania w stosunku do biegu?
Tak, ja się bardzo dobrze czułam, wiem, że dobrze przepracowałam okres treningowy i wiedziałam, że jestem w formie, natomiast wielką niewiadomą był dla mnie dystans, bo to był mój debiut i tak naprawdę nie wiedziałam, jak mój organizm wniesie trudy całej trasy. Natomiast możesz też wspomnieć, że ja zawsze stawiam sobie wysoko poprzeczkę i gdzieś tam w głowie oczywiście miałam ochotę powalczyć o zwycięstwo wśród kobiet i pokonać trasę w rekordowym czasie. Natomiast tak naprawdę dopiero po informacji organizatora biegu w trakcie biegu, że prowadzę cały bieg, zapaliła mi się czerwona lampka i taki zadzior się otworzył, że chcę to wygrać.
Okay, so Edyta knew that she was like in great shape and good form, and she was feeling really well. But as this was her first such a long distance, she didn't have like any expectations regarding the time in general. She wanted to fight for winning the women's category, and she wanted to fight for the record in the women's category, but she didn't know how her organism can react to such a long distance in general. So that was one of the unknowns for her in general. And only when the organizer came and said to her that she is leading the open category, so she is the first in the open, it was like the red light in her head and like, Edyta, come on, we can win it, you know? And she's always setting the bar high for herself, you know, always. But it was like when she learned from the organizers, it was like, yeah, come on. So that was the situation here. And as Edyta mentioned, she's always setting the bar really high for herself. But here, except of the expectations that she could win the women's category, that was the only expectation in general.
And when you know that you were the first time overall.
150k circle when I see the Mario and Mario say me, Edyta, you are first overall, my champion. And when I hear this information, I thinking, okay, I must win overall. Yeah.
And Mario is always smile, no? Smiling and
Yeah, Mario is very, very nice, smiling. I think they have every time smile. Yeah.
yes. I invited him to join with us today, but he had some commitment.
Okay.
But he said hello.
Okay.
I have to add one thing here. Sorry for that, but we
Okay.
were, looking at Edyta's progress because her crew members were sending us information, like her team in Poland, and we were dying. Actually, we were dying of stress here. So when Jarek told us, so the crew told us that Edyta is the first open, I was like literally out of everything.
Yes.
Keeping my fingers crossed. Tita, come on.
Yes, I can imagine that because it was a huge achievement. This Brazil 135. You can believe in that. It was incredible to us. It was amazing.
Thank
I
you.
don't know how to to say that because it was just amazing.
Thank you. Kaja, could you say something? Mogłabyś powiedzieć, że bardzo mnie zaskoczyło pozytywny odbiór ze strony Brazylijczyków, bo dostawałam mnóstwo informacji z gratulacjami, podziękowaniem za start, informacją od kobiet, że w kobietach jest siła i to jest strasznie motywujące i budujące i to daje taką siłę i zarazem chęć do tego, żeby być jeszcze lepszym sportowcem i trenerem. Możesz w sumie też powiedzieć, że to jest bardzo, bardzo miłe.
So Edyta wants to add here and really stress it out that it was for her, it was like super amazing experience. Not only the race, the organizers, like the smiles, like huge, like friendly atmosphere out there, but after the race, she received like tons of congratulations from the Brazilian people, and it was like super astonishing for her. And she got also the information from women that strength is in women in general. That women are strong. That thank you for taking that race. And she thinks that it's like, first of all, super motivating, like super huge, like positive motivation for her to become a better sportswoman in the future, to train even harder, but also to be a better trainer for the others. So to pass all that positive energy from you.
Yes, the people from Brazil, they are amazing with the foreigners. This is something that we always do with foreigners. We like a lot. Then when you came to Brazil and you like our food, our cities, what we have here in Brazil, and you will receive this message, these comments. You always receive that, and the people here are friendly, and they are not here in the live. Just I think one or two people are watching because we are doing in English, but YouTube will set the subtitles on Monday, and then they of course will watch, and you will receive more messages. You can know that.
Yeah.
Well, I would like now to ask you about some technical information about the race. I would like to know about your hydration and food. How you
Mhm.
what you had to eat, what you had to drink.
Okej. Kaja, możesz powiedzieć, że szacowaliśmy, ile wypiłam w trakcie całego biegu i to było mniej więcej między 35 a 38 litrów samych napojów. Jeżeli chodzi o żywienie, to ja bardzo dużą część trasy przebiegłam na żelach Vitargo. To możesz na pewno też powiedzieć, bo współpracując z marką Vitargo już kolejny rok, widzę, że naprawdę bardzo dobrze te żele toleruje mój organizm i dają mi one dużo energii. Natomiast też bardzo ważnym aspektem było przeplatanie jakby specjalistycznego żywienia, takim żywieniem codziennym. Ja akurat tutaj zastosowałam strategię ryżu z awokado i solą i to mi się bardzo dobrze sprawdzało. Bardzo dobrze mi się sprawdziły też brzoskwinie z puszki, oczywiście odsączone, natomiast zupełnie nie miałam ochoty na pokarm stały w formie słodkiej, czyli gdzieś nastąpiło u mnie troszeczkę zmęczenie tego smaku słodkiego. Z perspektywy teraz czasu wiem, że w tych wyścigach długodystansowych nie można dopuścić do sytuacji, kiedy będzie się już miało delikatny wstręt do smaku słodkiego. To tak na razie może w skrócie.
Yeah, so in general, according to the intake of water, isotonics, and all of those stuff, those things, it was like between 35 to 38 liters for the whole race. So that's how much Edyta drank. And as for the nutrition, so as for the food, she uses Vitargo gels, and it's like a long-term relationship, like collaboration with that type of gels, and she has a really good toleration of that. So her body is really adapted to that kind of gels, and her strategy was to switch between like the specialistic food, so gels and things like that, to like a normal nutrition. So she was using rice with avocado and salt. And she was using also peaches like from can, but without that syrup. And she went to a place where she didn't want to take any no more sweets, like, you know, the sweet taste. So and now she's thinking, so that's not a good strategy. You should like use the food in a way that you do not get to that line where you do not want to take any of the sweet anymore, because that's super important to put the nutrition into your body regarding carbohydrates and like glucose and things like that. So the line where you do not want to look at sugar is not a good line. So that's something to be changed in the future.
Okay.
Tak, oczywiście jeszcze bardzo ważna była tutaj strategia uzupełniania soli mineralnych, które tracimy wraz z potem, a przy wysokiej temperaturze ta potliwość jest no na pewno zwiększona, więc tutaj strategia uzupełnienia soli mineralnych jest bardzo ważna. Tak samo jeżeli nawadnianie, to w moim przypadku oprócz wody niegazowanej, elektrolitów, Vitargo, izotoników, bardzo fajnie sprawdziło się połączenie wody kokosowej z wodą. Natomiast kwestia żywienia, ja zawsze podkreślam, to możesz też powiedzieć gdzieś nawet w kontekście treningu i startów swoich zawodników, że bardzo ważne jest wypracowanie takiej strategii indywidualnej poprzez trening żołądka. Natomiast no ja tak długiego biegu jeszcze nie biegałam, więc dla mnie jakby utrzymanie tej strategii w ciągłości przy tak długim wysiłku było też troszeczkę jedną wielką niewiadomą. Teraz jestem jakby bogatsza o doświadczenie, wiem, że na pewno ten pokarm stały się musi pojawiać i musi się pojawiać zdecydowanie wcześniej. Na pewno musi być bardzo duża różnorodność smaku, od smaku słodkiego, kwaśnego, słonego, żeby, tak jak mówię, no nie zmęczyć tego smaku słodkiego.
Okay, so Edyta added another few things that are super important. So when you are sweating, you need to use the mineral salts.
Okay.
To like to have like that kind of the stabilization of the electrolytes in the body. So, and as far as the hydration is concerned, she was using not only like the still water, the electrolytes, but also that Vitargo that she's working with. And she told that it was also a good thing that she was drinking coconut water mixed with still water. So that's something. And the other thing is that when you are training for such a long runs, you need to train your stomach also.
Yes.
So Edyta is putting like the training of nutrition into her trainings, not only her, but also her trainees. And it's super important to keep up with the solid foods during the run. You not to have problems with the stomach, and to mix the different tastes, so like salty, sour, and sweet together, not to go only with one taste during the race.
Yes, yes. I
But
know
this
very
this
well
is
about that.
yeah, but this is very individual. You must try, and you must take your technique, your good food. Yeah, you don't. We don't have one way. You must try by the training. Mhm.
Yes, you need to use during the train, because
Yes.
if you need to change something or like that, or if you need to pass out, it would be during the train. Uh, I, I am a guy that when I go to ultramarathons, I like to have dinner, and I had to have lunch.
Okay.
And when I was in Brazil, I asked to my support crew to buy a pizza, and then we eat a pizza.
Okay.
In 52 hours, you can do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Now, other curiosity: in 27 hours and 20 minutes, in the hills, did you run or hiking?
Kaja, mogłabyś mi pomóc z przetłumaczeniem?
Czy biegłaś, czy hiking, ale to było 217 kilometrów i pace miałaś 7:30, jak ci przeliczyłam w ogóle, więc raczej więcej biegłaś, nie?
Okay, the more course I running, but sometimes if you have uphill 15%, you must dynamic walk. Yeah, this is better for your muscle. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
So like recalculating the pace, it was like around 730 minutes per kilometer. So
So you run a lot in the hills.
Yeah, I have two legs and two hands. Yeah,
Yeah.
like spider. Yeah.
Yes, I don't have this courage to run in the hills in Brazil 135, because sometimes you have 3 kilometers going up. It's insane.
Yes, yes, but the regulation, when I read the regulation, I see the sign. You don't use the pull. Pull to są kije, Kaja?
poles,
You
the
don't-
poles.
The poles.
Yes,
You don't
yes.
need.
You can
If
use.
I have the pause,
Yes.
this is faster, because I like with the pole.
And
Yes.
Edyta is super strong in the uphill running, so for
Yeah, I
her,
like. Mhm.
yeah.
I like also to do up hills, but I just dare to run during trainings, because during the race I can't run in hills.
Okay.
Okay, now I would like to know about what part in Brazil 135 of the course was the most difficult for you?
It's the harder 15 kilometers to finish line, because I have track on my watch, but the track is the longest. I don't know how many kilometers I must run now. and I will be tired. I will be tired. I feel more my feet because I problem with the feet. And the last kilometer, it's crazy for me. I want to stay on the finish line. I want to finish. The last 15 kilometer, it's for me the hardest.
Okay. So going to Paraisópolis, almost in the
Yes,
finish.
because when I see the green uphill and I don't see city. Yeah. Oh my God! I thinking, oh my God, Edyta, how many kilometers to the finish line?
And in Brazil 135, you have something that bursts your mind because in Minas Gerais, when you go uphill, you
Mhm.
see the city, but you have
Yes,
to go downhill,
downhill.
go
Yes,
up, and
yes,
see the city again, and never
yes.
came.
Yeah, the last kilometer it's so cross. It's harder. Uphill, downhill, uphill, downhill, uphill, downhill. Oof.
Yes. How many elevation gain it appeared in your watch? Elevation gain.
I don't remember. I must check. But when I see the website, you
Okay.
have 5,000 circle. I don't remember. My watch 7,000 and
Yes.
circle 7,000.
7,000. Yes. Now.
Mhm.
Uh, Last year was less elevation gain
Mhm.
because now Mario put this section in the beginning that you need to go in the Pico do Gavião,
Mhm.
and he put this trail section. We didn't have this trail section in last year. It was new to us, but you when you get in the kilometer 40, you already have like 2,000 elevation gain. Yes,
Mhm.
and then it just get worse and worse.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Because you have more kilometers on your leg, and you have tired
Mhm.
always.
Yes, and how you feel when you crossed the 100 kilometers that was your biggest distance, and how you feel.
Kaja, to cię będę musiała poprosić no, o pomoc. I must say to Kaja. Jak miałam 100 kilometrów w nogach, ja właściwie sobie ten dystans dzieliłam na części. I to jest też bardzo ważne dla głowy, żeby jednak dystans sobie gdzieś tam w głowie dzielić. Więc ja sobie dzieliłam to na 50, klasyczne 50. Więc jeżeli miałam 100 kilometrów w nogach, ja się czułam bardzo dobrze. Ja czułam, że ja kontroluję tempo biegu, wręcz muszę przyznać osobiście, że ja się hamowałam w trakcie biegu, bo dla mnie tempo było bardzo spokojne, natomiast zdawałam sobie sprawę, że jeszcze drugie tyle czeka mnie do mety i mimo wszystko, mimo dobrego przygotowania, to zmęczenie się musi kiedyś pojawić, bo u mnie też się pojawiło i myślę, że każdy, kto biega biegi ultra, doznaje takiego stanu przemęczenia. Teraz kwestią jest to, jak poradzi sobie głowa z tym zmęczeniem, bo ciało się zawsze będzie buntowało i pokazywało zmęczenie pierwsze. Więc jakby ja starałam się też motywować siebie samą tym, że bardzo ciężką pracę wykonałam do tego miejsca, w którym teraz jestem. Pokonałam kontuzję, jestem przygotowana no i przede wszystkim chcę to wygrać, więc to dawało mi taką wewnętrzną siłę. Aczkolwiek jako kobieta, my kobiety jesteśmy bardzo emocjonalne i wrażliwe. W końcowej fazie biegu też pojawiły się łzy, pojawiło się przemieszanie takich łez ze zmęczeniem, taką bezsilnością, że ja strasznie już cierpię, bolą mnie strasznie stopy, bo mam strasznie zbity paznokieć, z takim jednoczesną satysfakcją, że dokonuję czegoś niezwykłego, że pokonuję swoje trudności. No i przede wszystkim, że będę pierwszą kobietą, która wygra ten morderczy naprawdę i bardzo ciężki bieg.
Okay, so in general, the most important message here is that Edyta was prepared to attempt to the race, chopping it into a smaller distances in her head. So as she said that it's like a traditional 50 Ks. So after 100 K, so the longest distance she had run before, she was feeling really well with herself, with her body, and she actually was trying to stop herself not to run too fast.
Okay.
Because she knew that in general, the overall tiredness will come, and that she needs to be prepared for that, like mentally, because she knew that in general the organism will be tired and the organism will defend from that. So we do not like to be outside of our comfort zones. So the organism will be put into riot or something like that, the rebel. And so she was talking to herself in her mind to motivate herself to overcome that tiredness. It was not after 100 Ks, it was after that, but after 100 Ks, she knew that she needs to motivate herself. She knew that she needs to be prepared for what has to come. And on the end of the race, after that, 50 kilometers, she said that as a woman, the emotions came. She was really emotional. So there was the mixture of, the tears, of that kind of hopeless situation that you need to get to the finish line, but your feet is bursting with pain, and that you are super tired. And she had the problems with her nails already on her feet. But on the other hand, there was that huge satisfaction that she is doing something amazing, that she wants now to win the race, be the first woman there, that all of that really hard training beforehand put her in a place that she can really actually achieve that. So 100K was that the barrier, but as you can see, she was super prepared.
Yes.
So after that, lots of emotions, but a huge satisfaction.
Just I will put a comment here. Greetings from Italy, Cirinho. He was in the support crew of the Italian athlete in there.
Oh, wow.
Yes, some greetings from Italy. Well, I can. It's hard to describe it when you see the finish line after 135 miles. I started to crying a lot. Also, I became a lot of emotional in there. Also,
Yeah, when I see the finish line, I feel a big satisfaction. Yes.
And another curiosity, how you feel about the sleep, the nights that you passed running, you felt some sleep, or this is not a problem for you?
Okej, Kaja, tutaj znowu będzie słownictwo specjalistyczne. Tutaj jest pytanie o sen. Jakby z uwagi na to, że biegi ultra zazwyczaj się odbywają bardzo wczesnym rankiem albo start jest w nocy, to tutaj jakby biegnięcie w zmroku i w ciemnościach, bo to były naprawdę brazylijskie ciemności. Ja się śmieję, że w wielu miejscach dobrze, mimo wszystko, że był support tutaj z autem, no bo po pierwsze było bardzo ciemno, mimo tego, że miałam bardzo dobrą czołówkę i przyzwyczajona jestem do biegania z czołówką. no to też było troszeczkę niebezpiecznie, bo z domu wybiegały gdzieś psy, ja też na trasie widziałam 2 węże, więc jakby to też pokazywało, że cały czas trzeba być skoncentrowanym. Nie, ja nie spałam, nie robiłam przerwy na sen podczas biegu. Myślę, że w większości przypadków jest tak duża adrenalina i koncentracja, że zupełnie tego snu my nie potrzebujemy. Więc jakby ja cały czas starałam się pokonywać dystans i odliczać godziny do poranka.
Okay, so in general, in ultra running, like the body, the mind is adapted to start really early the race or go throughout the night. So Edyta was prepared to that. Like in general, she is prepared to run in darkness. Actually, but she said that Brazilian darkness is like truly black. So she was really happy with the crew, with her, with the lights, even though she had the headlamp, of course, and the headlamp was really, really good. So she's running with the headlamps. She's like adjusted to that. And the thing that was actually a problem here for her was not the lack of sleep, so the deprivation of sleep in general. The problem was the dogs that were running in the dark. During the light of the day, it's not that scary, and that there were snakes also out there. And in general, she was super concentrated, and that adrenaline and the concentration did the work. So she didn't need to have like a nap anywhere or anything like that. That's the first thing. And the second thing, she was counting in her head the hours to the dawn, so to the sun to come up. So that's the other strategy she used during that run.
Okay, perfect. Well, the darkness can scare us a lot. I already have some experiences in there with some animals. I didn't have the opportunity to see snakes, but a lot of athletes say to me that they have this experience with some snakes, and they are a lot poisonous here in Brazil. And that region, we have some jaguaros in that region also. But it's very very hard to bump with one of them, the jaguaros. I already heard one, a roar of one of jaguaros, but not. It's not. It's difficult to see one jaguar. It's difficult to see, but we know that they are in there. But
Okay.
yes, these animals in Brazil, it's like common. Today I was in this trail running, trail training, and I saw a lot of spiders, and I already saw snakes and so other. We just need to take care.
Yes.
Okay, now I would like to know about your recovery. How was for you to recover after 217 kilometers?
Dobra, to Kaja, znowu będę Cię musiała poprosić. Więc właściwie pierwsze 2 dni to miałam problem z chodzeniem, ale nie z uwagi na problem bólu mięśni, który oczywiście był w mięśniach czworogłowych, tylko z powodu stóp. Gdzieś pojawiły się pęcherze, które uniemożliwiały mi normalny spacer, więc jakby starałam się dużo czasu poświęcać na odpoczynek, gdzieś na regenerację w basenie. Dużym problemem w moim przypadku, myślę, że też wiele osób, które biega biegi ultra, to mimo zmęczenia jest problem ze snem. Bynajmniej ja tak mam w tą pierwszą noc, mimo tego, że bardzo czuję zmęczenie i chcę już spać, to mam problem z zaśnięciem, więc jakby ten czas w Brazylii wykorzystaliśmy na taką bierną regenerację, czyli dużo byliśmy na basenie, mieliśmy tą możliwość, że akurat na apartamencie mieliśmy basen, więc korzystaliśmy z tych kilku dni pobiegu, żeby się na nim zregenerować. Natomiast po powrocie do Polski już miałam dostęp tutaj do fizjoterapeuty, miałam dostęp do swojej masażystki, miałam dostęp do całego zaplecza, jeżeli chodzi o regenerację w formie sauny, jacuzzi, basenu. Natomiast te 2 tygodnie, bo teraz już mija drugi tydzień od startu, to poświęcamy mocno na regenerację i też na taki trening adaptacyjny, spokojny, żeby na nowo jakby przyzwyczaić mięśnie i serce do pracy. Natomiast ja też za tydzień wyruszam już na obóz, więc jakby wiem, że na obozie będę wykonywała ciężką pracę, więc teraz jest najważniejszy czas, żeby zrobić badania krwi, które już zrobiłam. Wszystko jest jak najbardziej w porządku. Byłam u swojego fizjoterapeuty, sprawdziliśmy mięśnie, ścięgna, tutaj też wszystko jest jak najbardziej w odpowiednim rytmie i gotowe do pracy, więc tutaj staramy się nie śpieszyć, po prostu jakby spokojnie wejść w ten okres dalszych przygotowań. No i przede wszystkim, tak jak mówię, kluczowe dla mnie było sprawdzenie całego aparatu ruchu i całego organizmu, no bo nie oszukujmy się, ale tak długi wysiłek, no to wymaga później czasu, żeby organizm się zregenerował.
Okay, so in general, staying in Brazil after the race, Edyta was using like passive type of regeneration, so mainly pull. She had problems with the walking, not because of the muscle pain. Of course, the muscles were in pain, but because of the blisters under her feet. So the feet were in pain and the nails on the feet. So she was like regenerating mainly in the pool, and she had problems with her sleep after the race. So she was not able to sleep properly like few days after the race. So after coming to Poland, it was super important to take care of that. So she went to a physiotherapist. She went for massages. She went to sauna, jacuzzi, using the pool. So and to recover from all of that, to get back to a proper sleep also. The most important thing right now, because now it's 2 weeks after the race, she's doing the adaptive training to get the muscles and the heart back to the rhythm. Because in a week time she's flying to her training camp in Tenerife again, so she needs to be fully recovered for that. And super important thing, after the race, but it's not just after the race. A few days, like a week after the race, she did her blood tests, all the blood tests, and checked muscles and tendons together with the physiotherapist. So not only the regeneration per se, but also checking if everything is in a proper condition after the race.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic. Now you are recovered and ready for Brazil 135 again?
Yes, yes, I hope so. But this is the next year, yeah.
Yes. Well, to finish our conversation, I would like now to know about your next plans, and I would like to know if you already sent the email with your results to Badwater.
Okay, thank you. Kaja, możesz jeszcze powiedzieć, że jeżeli chodzi o plany na ten sezon, tak wspomnieć, no to oczywiście czekamy na informacje 2 lutego o liście osób, które będą startowały na Badwater, i to jest jakby moim celem. Wcześniej jeszcze jest bieg trailowy w Toskanii z cyklu UTMB, to jest taki przerywnik pomiędzy treningami, bo jednak moje serce też jest gdzieś w górach i jakby poprzez góry trafiłam na ścieżkę biegów ultra. W końcowej fazie tego roku chciałabym pobiec Spartatlon, a zakończyć to swoim projektem Road 66, który mam nadzieję, że w tym roku uda się z pomocą partnerów i sponsorów zrealizować.
Okay, so in general, yes, Edyta sent already the email to the Badwater crew. So yeah, everything is there already. So she's waiting for the results that will come in a week time, I think. And before that, she's planning to start in Toscania in one of the series from UTMB, and so in the mountains. That's something that is still in her heart. So the mountains and the mountain running, that's where she become, going for the longer distances and to the ultra marathons. And then in the plans, there is a Spartathlon to finish the year with her project, Route 66. In the United States, and if, of course, everything with the partners and the sponsors will go in the right direction, and the project then will be launched at the end of the year. So it's like, a puzzles, like meticulously, they were like in really detailed, in details planned by Edyta for that year.
So you can count on us in Brazil to support you for this Breadwater and Spartathlon. We will support you a lot. Just a comment here. Odara was one of members in the support crew in Brazil 135.
Okay, ja nie zrozumiałam.
You can see the, przepraszam, komentarz. Congratulations for beautiful
A to
races.
widzę. Odara jest. Thank you, Odara.
Well, so I will finish our conversation, and I would like to thank you a lot to came here and to have your time to talk about Brazil 135, your experience here. And as I said before, it was amazing, your result, and you are in the history of Brazil 135, and we are expecting for you next year. And came to Kaja, to Brazil.
I would love to.
Thank you so much, and thank you for all people from Brazil, and thank you for my team. Thank you, Kaya, for help. Thank you, Sap, for my support. Thank you, Mario, for invite me. And who knows, maybe the next year I fly to Brazil. Keep finger for health.
Yes, for sure. So we in Brazil are supporting you now in Badwater and Spartathlon, and you did great races in there.
Thank you.
Okay, so have a nice good evening in there.
Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.